Told to come to the microphone, I guess. So here we are, the Eve, the Nativity. Christmas is tomorrow. We will open up our gifts. We will give gifts to everyone else, and we will all celebrate the feast together in joy. I'm very blessed to be here, very excited for the feast. Christ is born. With that, the message of God's love, which I wrote up here on this for all for you to see, is a measure of what we're supposed to attain inside of ourselves. We're supposed to have God's love within us, and in our baptism and coming to church, we're supposed to grow God's love within our own selves. So this is supposed to be a measure of my love towards God, although it's probably bigger than it really is, and I need to work on it some more, because all of us have to continue to work on growing God's love within us. But one of the things I wanted to do is to share a corner of God's love with all of you. With one of you. Does someone want a corner of God's love? I'm going to try to cut this. We should never drop God's love. Someone like the corner? Now, how many corners do I have left? You all say 3, but I see 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 corners of God's love. Now how can that happen? How can I take away and get more? Because it's God's love. It's different. You'll give presents tomorrow, and those presents will go away. But God's love continues to grow. And I gave a corner to someone over there. How many corners you have there? You think you have one? You have 3 corners. Does anyone else want another corner? I can get them all the way. I shared another corner, and as you can see, as I keep sharing corners, it's going to exponentially grow. There's going to be more and more and more corners until what happens? It's a circle. If you keep going and sharing corners out of all these sides perfectly, I didn't cut it all that perfect. But if you perfectly cut out the corners, you'll end up with a circle, but probably on a piece like this, it will be more like an oval. But that's like God's love encompassing and surrounding us. And on this feast of the Holy Nativity of Christmas, God's love surrounds us. He is born as a little baby into this world. And He shows His love and shines His love onto all of us. And it is our job as Christians in this world to proclaim the message that Christ is born. Exactly. So all the kids, all of us in the church here today, need to remember that we need to proclaim the good news. Because as we proclaim His news to the whole world, we will reach all the corners of the universe. We need to continue to remember that it is our job to proclaim His message to the entire world. But only to do that, you have to let your love within yourself grow. And the church is that vehicle, the church is that thing that helps us to learn more about God. And then we can continue to share our corners with everyone around us. And the more we share, the more corners we have of God's love existing within us. Thank you all. Have a blessed nativity. Christ is born.